When you open Explain Everything, the first page that shows up is your home screen. From this page, you can select one of your old videos that you made in the past, or this is where you begin when you want to start a new video. To create a new project with a blank slide, you choose this plus sign in the upper left-hand corner. When starting with a blank slide, it tells you to choose a color template. So this is when you don't want to import a PDF or a picture to start with. To create a new video using a PDF as your background or an existing file like a photograph, like a screen capture or something as your background, you're going to use this second icon up here on the left. You will be able to choose from one of your existing pictures. That's what pops up first. So you can pick from a photo in your photo library on your iPad, or you could choose something down here from one of these options. If you wanted to import a PDF, you might choose Dropbox and select a PDF that you have in Dropbox. If you choose to insert a PDF, this is what your page would look like. You'd begin to record right on that actual document. You can write on it and move it around, whatever you need to do. It also makes a slide for every page of the document. The next step is recording your video, and you just need a little familiarity with the toolbar. The very first item on the toolbar, this little hand, is the hand tool. Use the hand tool to move objects around, or you can also use it to stretch and shrink your screen, zoom in, zoom out. Next is the draw tool. You'll use the draw tool when you want to write directly on the page as you're talking. And next I'm going to go to the erase tool, which allows you to erase anything that you just drew. Next is the shape tool, right here, which allows you to insert a shape into the page. Next I'm going to go to the undo arrow, right here, which will undo something that you just did. This big A, of course, is the text tool, which allows you to insert a text box. The laser pointer is next, right here, which gives me this handy green arrow that I've been using. If you hold it down, you can choose other things like a red laser pointer or even a fancy lightsaber. This eye is the inspector tool, which allows you to arrange objects in various ways. The magnifying glass allows you to zoom and pan. You can use one finger to move a page around, and two fingers will zoom it in and out. This is presentation mode. You might use presentation mode if you wanted to show a video in class. You could mirror your iPad with your Apple TV using the AirPlay feature and show a video to your class in this mode. The color picker allows you to choose the color you would like to be writing with, and you can customize that color as well. Down here on the bottom you can access your slides, and if you click on it you can rearrange you'll view all the slides that you have. You can rearrange them if you want to change their order, if you want to delete a certain slide, or you can even duplicate a slide. Also, the arrows help you switch back and forth between the slides. Here's where you would record your video. The red circle is for recording. If you need to rewind, play, or fast forward, that's what those do. And the next part is really handy if you decide you want to rewind. If you mess up and you click on this part, you can slide this little bar here to the side, and you could back up and hear something that you just did, or if you want to overwrite something that you just did, you slide it over and then restart recording from that position. And you don't have to redo your whole video. This is my favorite feature of Explain Everything and why I like it better than any of the other recording apps, because as far as I know, none of the other ones can be backed up to fix a mistake. Once you're ready to save and export your project, you're going to want to use this little folder right here with the arrow pointing down. That's where you save your project. So you give it a name. I'm calling this one How to Use Explain Everything, and you save it. Next, if you want your students to be able to view your video on the internet as a link, my advice to you is to export it to YouTube. YouTube has unlimited storage. The video can be of unlimited length. You have to change some settings on your YouTube channel to be allowed to use a video more than 15 minutes. But YouTube is really handy, and the only problem is it takes quite a bit of time to export it to YouTube. So you click on this icon down here, choose YouTube, and I've had it take anywhere from 5 minutes to almost an hour for a longer video to export. So you might want to make your video at school, and then when you have your iPad at home plugged in, you can just export it later, and you don't have to sit there and watch it, but your iPad screen needs to be on while it exports. And then once you do that, you'll receive an email from YouTube saying your video is ready to be viewed. And then you go to YouTube, you copy the link and put it on your Schoology page or wherever you want that link to be so that your students can access it. Congratulations! Now you're ready to make your own videos.